The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
Hello and welcome to Season 3, Episode 4. Coach Carr! It's coffee time. I'm the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier, alongside defensive line coach Jamison. Johnson, thanks for taking some time. Fresh off the practice field. No shower.
None.
You were ready to roll on go. Thanks for taking some time.
Hey, great to be here. Grateful for some coffee. Can always use a little caffeination, nation.
You've matured since your first one of these, which is the quintessential moment of coaches and cars getting coffee, when you psychotically poured a bang into an all-black coffee. I guess in that moment realized how unhealthy energy drinks are.
This'll be a little bit of a departure from. I've been a one caffeine beverage a day kind of guy now for going on a year, so this'll be a little different. You know, I had a 6-shot beverage this morning, so we just get it all in one shot now.
You just go ahead and make your heart go crazy.
Yeah, get it early. Practice in the morning.
Get it out of the way.
Hydrate up the rest of the day. Get ready for the next morning.
Somehow that seems more unhinged.
Yeah, maybe so.
Than just, I'm going to pop one in. It's your standard 200 milligrams of caffeine, and do that a few times a day instead of just dosing yourself with 1,200 mg.
Hopefully it's not that. I'm hoping those espresso shots are on the low end.
When I put it to you like that, you're starting to doubt yourself.
Yeah, now I'm wondering.
All right, here's where we have to start, because this will be your third one of these, and each time we've done it, and this is to the detriment of both of us, we've left off Max Bryant. So I'm going to go ahead and go straight in. Max Bryant, quintessential guy in the D-line. And the reason why it's so bad, one of our best camera guys on the Eagles Sports Network. Double dose of why are you not talking about this guy? And we're going to start with him this time. Max Bryant, what's he mean to the room?
Well, you know, Max Bryant does everything that you'd ever ask him to do, and you never hear much from him. And so it's almost, because he's so consistent, you just expect so much out of him that it's almost like you never think about it. But he's been a huge piece of what we've done the past couple of years. He's played in every game since he's been here after his redshirt year. We miss him when he's a little banged up. So right now we're worried about Max getting back healthy, because we're going to need what he brings from a playing standpoint. But what he brings to the room is a third coach in our room right now, right? When he's a little banged up, he's constantly working around, helping guys. He's teaching, he's helping run drills, just a steady presence in the classroom. Can't say enough good things about Max.
I think it says a lot about the order in which we've done these. After yours, we've hit the midpoint of this season of Coaches and Cars. We're done with the defense. And yet, yours is the one position on that side of the ball that does have some hole filling to do. And it's a pretty big hole to fill, both metaphorically and literally, with the graduation of Jaheim Wilson and Jordan Wilson, unrelated. But yet still a talented group that you've got coming back, and the one that sticks out probably the most is Ja'Cory Long. It's not too often you get 50 tackles as a D lineman. It's only happened twice now since your playing days, last 12 years. What can you say about that guy as he enters his senior season?
You know, it's been so fun to watch Ja'Cory just grow as a football player and a man over kind of his time at Carson-Newman. You know, obviously he brings tremendous talent and ability, and then we've really seen him blossom into he's the leader of the room. He does a really good job trying to hold himself accountable, and so that he can then hold other guys accountable. So that's been really fun. He tries to bring the energy. We talk about, hey, some days we got to manufacture the energy, right? It's not always there early in the morning. It's not always there when we're sore, but he's done a good job trying to push everybody to a different level. And And from a playmaking standpoint, I mean, he's a guy that can get in the backfield. He's a guy that can get him on the ground. And I think he's going to even take himself to a different level. He's got a high bar for himself, and I'm excited to see what he's going to do.
Now, I think the interesting thing, and it's not interesting, it's parenthood. When we did and we're here at 60 Beans, so I'm going to pause that question. I'm going to stick it in my back pocket. We're going to bring it up again. What are you going with today?
Well,
Hello.
How are you doing?
Good.
What do you want?
I would like a medium black iced coffee.
Standard, no
We have
frills.
small or large in the ice.
Large, then let's just go ahead. That's fine.
Fully.
I guessed it would be a black coffee.
And I'll do a large iced caramel macchiato, please.
Football coaches, huh? We're pretty
you guys
consistent
are so
bunch.
boring this year. So boring this year. Normally there's a little variation to it.
Is that all?
That's it.
960.
Thank you so
You
much.
know, in my 6-shot beverage, there is a little bit of cream.
Okay.
I get it half sweet. I don't want to do any unpaid advertising for the coffee joint down the street, but
You really haven't. There has been zero deviation this year. Thank you so much.
it's either hot or ice black, right?
That's it. Larry did get. Thank you so much. Larry did get forced into an Americano because he wanted decaf.
That's basically black coffee.
It is. It's just watered down.
Yeah, that's.
Maybe
Maybe I should have gone with that after knowing what we know.
no.
Be fired up in the meeting.
The question is, do you want your drip or do you want espresso? That's what you have to weigh. Thank you so much. See, look how much prettier mine is than yours. The thing that
That's refreshing, though.
it is, anybody who gets hot, wiser. In this weather, what are we doing?
I'm not
What are we doing?
You know, I may be tough in some areas, but I don't like my tongue getting burnt. It's just not for me.
Well, I mean, you've and I got to give you credit. You don't have full camp throat right now.
You know, we did push this thing back. If you'd have caught me last week like we planned,
That's true.
I'd have had to have the apple cider vinegar out here again. So got the voice back. Been taking a different approach. It's really more from projecting this year than trying to get them going. They've been doing a good job bringing the energy.
I want to go back to family. You've got a little girl who is obsessed with Ja'Cory Long.
Yeah, loves her some Ja'Cory.
How did this come about?
Well, the guys go over to we'll try to have them over to the house kind of throughout the year, and so she's gotten to know him there. And then my wife really does a great job trying to teach her how to say go Ja'Cory and how to say go David and how to say go Fortune and go Max. And you know, and then now she's got a couple of new favorites. Big Joe Ray fan.
Oh, who wouldn't be?
Yeah, all of us. And then, but every time she comes up to the facility now, she wants to go see Coach Weiser.
Okay.
Big Coach Weiser fan.
I
So
also understand.
excited to see where that goes to, because she's always, where's Coach Weiser? Well, he's up in his office. Go find him. And then she got to color with Coach Goss last week. He had some crayons in the office, so that was big.
Well, when I've got some crayons in the back seat there, and when it's Goss's turn, we'll let him color a little and let him engage that way. Ja'Cory, obviously, super talented. You've got other guys who really showed up last year. David Alexander was a force to be reckoned with. Martavis Mason probably was the surprise of the season last year for what he did the back half of the year. How have they continued their growth and development?
We can start with David. He's been around a long time. He's another one. He's got 3 seasons of full games under his belt. So we're excited to see. Does he have 3 or 2? Whatever he's played a lot of football. You're the guy that knows. It all runs together for me.
It's starting to run together for me, bud.
He keeps getting stronger. He's committed to his technique. He's committed in the weight room. I think this could be a year for him to kind of take it to a different level. You know, you got to contend with him on the field, but I think this may be a year where you get to call his name a little bit more. Maybe he's done a good job knocking back blockers and controlling the line. I think he's going to start getting off of some of those blocks and getting there a little sooner. So excited for what he's going to do. And Martavis Mason, or Chico, as we call him, came in last year, true freshman, committed to learning, committed to just going full speed, and sure enough worked himself into playing in every game. And he's going to be a guy, Cav, you better come up with a nickname. I got really high expectations for what he's got. Just one. May need two nicknames, because he's a load to deal with. The guys, when they see him coming off the edge, our team gets excited. And he brings some vocality, some toughness about him. You know, great wrestler in high school, and that really carries over for him on the football field. So when he turns it loose, man, I'm excited to watch him. He's going to bring the energy for us.
You do have a fair amount of veteran depth at the position, at all positions on the defensive line. But the fact that you can trot out a Fortune Woods or a Storm Livesey, those are guys that have been in the program for a hot minute, know what it's about, and how reassuring is it to have guys like that you can turn to?
Well, those two guys in particular, Cav, they've bounced around positionally since they've been here. I think we found them a good home with us up front. They've been huge special teams contributors for us in terms of what they do for Coach Goss and Coach Weiser, and just the effort. So big team guys, and then they're going to bring that game experience and some more ability coming off of the edge. They're both full speed, going to play as high effort as anybody. So I'm excited for them to get a chance to be more every down type players for us. They've certainly worked for that and earned that. So they've done a lot for us.
Give me somebody whose name I've never called that you have high hopes for, or multiples.
So the first one that comes to mind would be a Jesse Combs. Jesse redshirted for us last year. He came in, he's gotten just tremendously big and strong. He's just good looking dude, great pass rush technique. He spends a lot of time on that. And you love this as a coach. I had to grab him at the start of fall camp, and he was in the weight room, where if you're ever looking for him, that's where he would be. I was like, hey, Jesse, we can't lift extra weights this year. Your best ability is availability. You're going to get all the work you can stand out here on the football field. So you love having to call a guy off like that. Then another one, an incoming freshman that's had a good first week of camp is Brandon Dumazil. He's from Florida. He's going to come in, I think, and provide us some depth interiorly. Another newcomer interiorly is Ty Holiday, that he's trying to turn it on for us, and you see some clips of him where when he's playing well and snapping off the ball, then he can do some things. And then a name that you've called a few times, but that we certainly don't want to forget about inside, is Dedrick McClain.
Oh yeah,
played a fair bit of football over here. He's another one that's gone through some adversity throughout his career and has kind of blossomed into another vocal guy. You know, he's tag team partners with Jacory. They're thick as thieves, and so they really feed off of each other and try to carry the energy to the group. So, you know, it's been a lot of fun to coach them so far, and I'm excited because, you know, we talk about, you know, our big thing, Cav, is we want to have belief, we want to have love, we want to have unity, and we want to have effort, right? And that's blue, is what we kind of try to hang our hat on, man. We can play all the football we want, but those intangibles are going to be the things that are going to help us not only propel our group to the next level, but we like to think that we're the engine of the football team. And so we got to bring that every day. We got to lead the way with what we do, and if we have a good day at practice, then we like to think the whole team's got a chance to have a good day to practice.
All right, we're rolling back up to the KSAC now. I don't want to do what we've done the past 2 years to Max. Is there anybody we're missing that we need to talk about?
Oh God, right on the spot.
Yeah,
clock's ticking. I think we've hit them all. I think we've hit them all. at least the 3 deep, and you never know. There may be some surprise faces that emerge. We got 2 more weeks of camp. We got some guys that are still developing, and you don't know how the season's going to go. But I can't say enough good things about the blue group.
You alluded to it earlier. You wanted to postpone doing this, which we did, until you were in pads and hitting. How much more data as a coach do you have now because of that?
Oh, it's for our guys. Everybody looks good in shorts. First of all, just no matter the position, but particularly up front. Anybody, hopefully they can run through bags and cones and do drills. But now that they're competing, you start to learn a little bit more about them, and they've gone through some tough practices. Right, we've been getting after them pretty good, but to see how they've responded, I've got high hopes for the group.
Johnson, pleasure as always.
Yeah.
Enjoy your ice.
Oh, I will.
Brew. Johnson, Jamison, Coach, Carr. We got the coffee. Thanks for joining us. You're on the Eagle Sports Network.